Hi, everybody. My name is Tiffany Leidy, and I'm the Education Liaison for the program Ready for School, Ready to Succeed in the Mechanicsburg Area School District. So, my role is to connect families who have children ages 3, 4, or 5 in kindergarten to preschool opportunities. The other thing I do is I hold workshops in person or on Zoom. So if you're interested in learning more about that, please email me and I will attach my email to this video. Also, I provide educational activity bags monthly. So how do you sign up for the bags? So what you will do is you'll fill out a survey that I provide. And then that's how I know that you're interested in the bag. And then there's a certain date and time that I will meet you to pick up the bags. And it's real easy. You just pull up, I give you the bag, and you can pull away. So it's very easy. I try to make it as easy as possible for the parents. The other thing inside the bag is always a letter from me. So it always describes the activities provided in the bag, okay? So this bag is all about cutting. It's all about using our fine motor skills and really building on that, because we know the more children use their fine motor skills, which are their fingers, right? Their muscles in their fingers, they will write and they'll have better control when they write. So one thing, there's a little poem that I like to go over with the children, and you can too with your own children, is this with scissors. So you're going to say let me get this here, 2 fingers on the bottom, thumb on top, open wide and go chop, chop, chop. So say it again. 2 fingers on the bottom, thumb on top, open wide and go chop, chop, chop. Okay? This might be the only thing they do for a while, and that's okay too. You are exposing them to scissors and you're showing them how to hold it and what they're going to do. So, and that's hard work. It's really hard work for them. So just holding the scissors and practicing can be its own activity. When they are ready to start to cut, I have a bunch of cutting papers. So one of them is called snipping activities, snipping strips, okay? So what they're going to do is you can give them these little small strips, and they're going to practice that poem and then just cut, okay? And it usually takes one cut, and that helps them feel successful because they're not opening wide and cutting. And so it's just one cut. So if they do that a bunch of times, their confidence, they feel good and they feel confident, and they can continue with another skill. Maybe the next skill is fringing. Okay, and fringing activity is, find my paper here, where they just cut up to the arrow, okay, and you have fringes. So they're doing a little bit more, okay, so that's the fringing. So first is snipping, then fringing. The next one is straight lines. So that's a little bit more. So they are opening, they're closing, opening and closing. So this is what they would do. They would just keep practicing. And maybe what you do is you just cut here for them where they have three strips that they have to cut, 3 straight lines. And that's okay too. And the next day they could have 3 more. Okay, so we have snipping, fringing, straight lines, and then we move on to our zigzag lines. Okay, so this is where they're turning their scissors back and forth, and they're using their helper hand. It's the hand that is not holding the scissors, and they're holding that with the paper. Okay, so you can help them with that. The other activity, another activity you can do, and it will say it on the letter to you, is called the sticker maze cutting. So what you're going to do with this orange piece of paper is you're going to ask your child to put some stickers on their orange piece of paper. Then once they do that, you're going to draw lines or ask your child to draw lines. They could be straight lines, wavy lines, zigzag lines, and then you can ask your child to cut and follow the line. And then it becomes a sticker puzzle, okay? You can also extend this activity, and you can use cereal boxes if you want. And what you could do is ask them to write their name, and then you might want to cut it, or maybe you do want to put it on, ask them to write their name on a piece of paper. It might be easier at first. And then ask them to do the same thing. You're going to draw the lines again, and then it becomes a name puzzle. Okay, so there's different things you can do with that. And you could get so creative. So we have cutting with the lines. We have puzzles. The next thing we have that I included is the spider plate weaving. So in the bag, in the activity bag, you'll have a paper plate, you'll get black string, and a spider ring. And what you're going to do is you're going to ask your child to create a web, okay? And then once they create that web, they can put their spider ring in there. And you can do it over and over again. Ask them to do that over and over again. Just take out the string and create a new web, okay? So that's the other activity. And then the last activity is the build a scarecrow. So there is markers in your bag, there's paper bag, and what they're going to do is they're going to draw the scarecrow face first. So you're going to draw the scarecrow face, and then you're going to ask them to cut. So right here, maybe you could draw a line across and ask them to stop at the line, okay? That way it looks like the scarecrow will have hair. Then once they're done drawing and cutting, you'll ask them to open the bag. You can crumple junk mail in there and make it real big. And then you can do a little tie up here, and it becomes a scarecrow. And they can put it in their room for decoration for fall. Okay, so those are just some activities. I hope you really enjoy working with your children and having fun. That's the really important thing, is to have fun. You can always go on nature walks and scavenger hunts, find pine cones, find, leaves, beautiful colored leaves, those things like that in the fall too. So if you'd love more ideas, I'd be happy to, email me, and I'll be happy to share what I have with you. So again, if you're interested in the Zoom workshops or the in-person workshops or both, please let me know and email me. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.